Downloading latest intel package. Welcome back. I was getting worried about you.
Agent Academy episode 13, recorded on January 30th, 2018. I'm Agent GoonieGuy.
And I'm Agent Soho. And hello.
Hello.
We got a show to do today. Is that why we've been brought here?
No, we've been brought here to have our brains link lasered with some gear splitters and ear split, the split splitters.
It sounds fantastic and painful.
It is. It's so painful that I've changed my mind. I don't want to do it.
All right.
Let's do a show instead. How about that?
Okay, let's do that. Let's do it. So what can we expect in this here show?
Oh, this week we can expect some codes that were busted from last week. We got some awesome field art and field ops, little Circle K info, as well as police. We have court battles. We have other stuff.
It sounds action packed.
I didn't want. Yeah, I'm trying not to spoil anything.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
And I feel like I have like bright, super light, like on me for some reason.
This is a really bright one, isn't it?
I'll figure it out while you talk.
All right. Well, let's not spoil any more of this show and just jump into it. And but first, sit rep. Sit rep, sit rep, sit rep, sit rep, sit rep. Okay, sit rep. Here we go. What happened this week in Ingress? News, events, ops, videos, all kinds of stuff happened. Maybe all those things. Maybe none of those things. But here is what happened: is that last week our code was cracked by Udi. Is that how you say it? Agent Udi, UDI. Udi. So we cracked the code in the last episode. If you heard the Morse code being played, that's what it was. And a couple of people kind of were like, "What is that beeping going on?" Like watching it live. And we do this on Twitch every week as well. As you can watch live and be in the chat room and stuff like that. So anyway, that's some fun. So he was awarded a passcode. So congrats to Udi.
And I'm glad they responded on the post, so we'll get more about them in comms. What they got. They will actually let us know that it was not an empty code.
Right. It better not. I mean, if like Andrew Krug is giving us like
bunk codes,
that'd be kind of awesome though. That'd be like a troll from the Krug troll.
Thanks, man. Suckos. Oh man.
This week I hit Platinum Translator.
What?
So that's cool. Yeah. So
bunch of glyph hacking.
Yeah. I'm just so I have. See, I don't want to give away too much because I know that there's resistance in Huntsville. Okay, so I won't give it away because last time I said some stuff, I had the stuff blown up. So I was like, yeah.
So when you said their names and stuff, they came hunting?
No, I didn't say their names. I was just I was bragging about some I don't remember some like level 8s near my house or something like that, and then they came and So anyway, I'm not bragging. I'm not like gonna give away any kind of like location secrets of stuff. But anyway, I did do some a fair amount of glyph hacking and some running around anyway. So I got that badge. I thought that was kind of cool. And also the next one, I guess it's about to pop, is going to be my Explorer badge. I need 200 for that. And if you don't remember what that is, it's the hacking unique portals. It's like hack and visit a unique portal or whatever. So that goes kind of in with the last one I had struggles with was capturing unique portals. So this one is just hacking, and I don't really need it. It's just happens to be the next one that's like on the list of things I'll probably get within, I don't know. Actually, this is a unique thing, so I would actually have to go out of town for that. So next time me and you go out of town,
start submitting more portals. Right. So every 2 weeks you can get 7 more portals if you do well.
Right.
7 unique.
Yeah, true. So, but yeah, what did you do this week?
Well, speaking of submitting portals, I had one of my portals made into a reality, and so I went and hacked it so I could get the unique and see where it was. I like to hit the portals after I get them made, and then I submitted a few more that didn't get made yet, which is confusing because they were churches, and I thought those were like auto stuff.
Right.
I did try some more OPR. I'm trying to do like 10 a day now. Like that's my goal, is at least go and do 10 and not skip any. I refuse to skip any. Just going to give you my opinion on if it should be or shan't be a portal or not.
Right. Yeah, it's a good policy. You know, that just makes you get them all done and makes you just forces yourself to make a decision. So that's good. And everybody should, because if everybody goes around skipping stuff, then you got this batch of like confusing, awkward portals that nobody knows what to deal with. Like, you know, so that's cool.
And that's the thing. I mean, there's a bunch of portals just sitting there that haven't been made, and they should be made. They're 5-star portal candidates. And there's no reason for them not to be made, except for either they're too close to another portal or they're being skipped and just being, set in limbo. Not enough people are voting on them for some reason. Or I just don't know what a portal's supposed to be. Apparently. I don't know about that. So there's that. I'm trying to let the fields die around me because they haven't been getting hit. Maybe I should just say, man, no one's coming in and hitting any of the green stuff in Madison, so they should they suck. They're just no good. Why can't they just come and destroy some stuff and set up a bunch of fields? It's like I just don't think they are able to.
It's like the bat signal, like you're putting it up. They're just not able to.
Gauntlet thrown. Light it up. Make it blue. I don't care. I'll deal with it. Speaking of dealing with it, in October last year, I went to Orlando for work, and coming back, I got a speeding ticket, and it's one that I was going to try and fight. I was going to be a lawyer for a day, and because it's really expensive too. They said I was going 93 and a 70. So in Georgia, apparently they have a law that's once you pay for your ticket and basically you admit guilt by paying your ticket, then they send you another ticket called the super speeder ticket.
What?
And it's not a super ticket to get because it's another $200 on top of whatever your ticket already was. So I was going to go fight it, and then they finally set my arraignment date, because how they do it there is they arraign you first, where you get to go, I'm guilty or not guilty. And then they go, okay, well, now we're going to set the court date. And so this place is about 7 hours, 7 hours from where we are. So I have to be there at 9 a.m. So I would have to basically get a hotel, because I'm not going to, leave out of here at 2 a.m. to drive there to fight a court case. So 2 days of work, 14 hours there and back driving. And then, and then I have to do it again for the actual court date. And then I still may lose. Right. So I'm going to, I think, get a lawyer at this point. And this whole, you may be saying, well, what does this have to do with Ingress? Well, the other reason I wanted to fight it is because 2 glorious days in a town that I've never been in for more than 5 minutes. There's tons of portals. There's the world's largest peanut in that city. And I would get to do all that. And the kicker was they set the initial court date on Valentine's Day on February 14th. So I wouldn't get back in time to, spend time with my wife and family on Valentine's Day. Play Ingress is really what it comes down to, because really I would like to live out my fantasy of being a lawyer as well, but I'd probably get my butt thrown in jail because they can't handle the truth. And I would probably at least pull that quote out once, and they would be like, none of these quotes from A Few Good Men actually are relevant to your case.
You just wanted to say them.
You don't have to have a badge on your arm to have honor, Judge. You're in contempt again. Are there any portals near the jail? Can I keep my phone in there? Anyway, so that's coming up, and I got to figure out how to do that.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah. Speaking of jail.
Oh, yeah. You got a jail story?
Reddit. So what do you think about Reddit, Mr. Fullerton? Because our show has been deemed spam on the Ingress subreddit.
Yeah. So I think we've gotten we've got kind of like a message before saying, well, okay, I'll let this slide. And basically all we're doing is, we're posting our episodes on Reddit, and you, Brent, you're using your account. So for right now, we're using the same account over and over to post our episodes. So this time he said, the mod, I forget what his name is, but he said something like, oh, well, at this point, this is just spam. Sorry, but
that's not even a mod.
Oh, it wasn't a mod?
That dude's just another user on the forums.
Oh, okay.
The mod is NYC Redditor, I think. So like his responses are like, I can't really get him to even discuss the issue. I'm like, look, you need to tell me what is your definition of spam here, because making a post once a week about a relative, like I think our show is Ingress relative, and then add on to that, it's like Andrew Krug in one post and Ingression on another post. Like they're very important, I think, figures in the Ingress community. I think people want to see that. No one's complaining except for this one dude who I believe he thought it was a blog, so hasn't watched the show, and as a Resistance player who I believe it's a little more, you're an enlightened posting something and I don't like you or the enlightened, so I'm going to bitch about it. And then when he does and post spam there, I don't know why the moderator is just like, it's spam, and then won't like discuss at all. And I'm like, I've been moderating forums and websites and things for inception of web, basically, right? Like this is not spam. It's one thing if that's all I was posting on Ingress, or if that's all we were posting. If I was posting it multiple times, even a week, let alone once every other week, once a week, that sort of thing. So it's I don't know. My problem is, I think Ingress related is, I think we need more moderators on there, just because this dude, either he posts under another name or he doesn't post there and he doesn't do anything. And it's like, well, what are you actually doing? Like, how about you get an enlightened and a Resistance moderator to help you out and actually moderate? Like, being a moderator doesn't mean you just go, I think that's spam, and then not like talk to the people who are using it, what is essentially now your Reddit, because you have all the control. You could shut it down tomorrow and no one could do anything about it. And
yeah, yeah, and I think it's important for us to say this on the show, and of course it's not to start any kind of a war with Reddit. We love Reddit. We use it all the time, and it's great. I don't want any notion of I don't want anybody thinking that we're trying to attack it, or we're like sad, like boo hoo, we're getting banned, anything like that. We're saying that by banning someone and not talking to them, or not even letting the crowd know what's happening, you're secretly, it's like a shadow ban. Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, they all have these shadow bans, whereas you keep the audience from seeing your post, but you don't tell the poster that no one can see it. It's called a shadow ban. So by doing that, you're censoring. So the best way to do it is to ban it and let the audience see it. It's kind of like, burn the witch, right? Let all the villagers see you condemning the witch and burning the witch for the crimes. Let everybody let it be known. Let the law be known, right? So by doing that, you may be at fault, because because no one can see what you're doing. No one can moderate that moderator. And by doing that, it seems kind of a little sketchy that you would be secretly doing something like that. So anyway, so by saying this open in our forum on this show, we're letting the other moderators and users know what is happening in secrecy. So,
because no one does know except for me, you, the moderator, and this one other user who had posted on there. So he gets, he knows when it's getting post replied to him. He gets a thing, but otherwise, I didn't even know it was hidden except for why isn't it on the front page? It's normally on the front page. Go back, 3 or 4 pages, it's nowhere, and that's because you don't delete stuff on there. You just basically remove it from that subreddit. But there's nothing that tells anybody. There's no way to find it unless you have a direct link.
Right. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, dude, that's exactly what a shadow ban is, because it doesn't say it's banned. You just go along your life thinking that your post is being seen by people, but it's really not, but on the other side, on Reddit's defense, because I love Reddit, we both do. So if you look at the rules and the etiquette that are accepted by the majority of Redditors, so you'll find that. And I did this research. I read a lot of things about this. So this is what I found, not just my opinion. So a Redditor is should not always post their own work. If they do, they should provide value for other people about 4 out of 5 times. So maybe 1 out of 5 posts, you post your own stuff. You go, hey, look at this cool painting I painted. Do you like it? Is it cool? Okay, that's fine. And then 4 other posts are just you showing someone else's painting, going, hey, my uncle painted this. Do you think it's cool? That's fine. It's not yours. And then you go, I found these shoes at a store. I think they're cool. Or here's a photograph I found in the attic when I was cleaning up. I think it's from 1923. Stuff like that. So that's what is expected of Redditors as an etiquette thing. People who just post their own stuff starts to look like spam, even though it's not. So in their defense, that's kind of what's happening is they see you posting your own content too many times, and then that hits the threshold and they go, oh, this is a spam guy. He cares nothing about our community. He cares nothing about giving value back to the community. He just wants eyeballs on his own stuff.
Well, but that's not true. I post on there all the time.
Right. But I'm thinking that's probably what he see. That's probably what the trigger is. But it's not true in the fact that he's
just look at my history. And if he would talk to me, I could tell him that, and he could see that. Right. And if he's like, well, you can only post this once a month, then fine.
Just let us know.
Let us know one way or the other. So yeah, I mean, I thought about posting a link to the thing because this is the second time that he's done that. And the first time, I posted a thing saying, hey, to the open thing, look, he did this, and what do y'all think? And people were like, no, this isn't spam. Even Colin came on there and was like, this isn't spam. So the community said this isn't spam, and he still says it is spam, and so I don't know. Anyway, I guess what I'm saying is if you want it on Reddit, someone else is going to have to post it, not me.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah. I don't know if you can or.
Yeah, I don't even know. I mean, it would be considered my content as well, but I don't know if they know my. I mean, I don't want to be all sneaky about it, but I know they probably don't recognize my username because it's not Soho, and it's not my real name. It's something different. But anyway, I won't say it because I don't want any weird stalkers. So I don't know. Yeah, someone else post it. Feel free. That'd be great if we see it there, next week or this week or whatever. That'd be like, we get little tinglies. We'd be like, oh, that's awesome. Or just let us know for the next episode. Throw us a comment and we'll talk about this again next week.
Or maybe we've already talked way too much about non-Ingress. It is Ingress related because it is your community as an Ingress player. That subreddit, even though one person technically controls it, it's still not his community. So you know what's going on there. And speaking of knowing what's going on, Circle K. So two things. I went and bought a drink again and did not get a code. But I did finally get an email from the December promotion where you had to give, I forget what, 5 points or something to get 10 codes or whatever it was. I finally got an email with those codes in it. So that promotion over, new one not working. Or maybe that's how it works now. In a month, I'll get an email with one code, which seems rather redonkulous. So I'll keep wasting my money and seeing if we get codes until we get it fixed, because that's how much I care about you. All of you.
Well, I always enjoy the weekly Circle K updates. So keep us informed.
You know it.
We have some Ingress sit rep type deals here. These are some official, well, not really official, I don't know, but these are some cool ops and things happening around here. This one, actually, let me skip to this one here. This Operation Casbah. This one's really cool. So this is a guy that that lives in Morocco. He went around in Marrakesh, right? I guess it would be the capital. I don't know that for sure, but it's like the big city. Anyway, he lives in this area, and he made these gigantic fields and everything, like 20 million MU, I think, total. He has that on the video. Basically, he filmed himself doing it, and he just, I guess, lives in an area where there's like a lot of space in between portals, you know. So, and some of the spots, if you watch the video, it's like a 12-minute video. It's really well done, though. He goes around these real crowded markets and these just like kind of dingy places, and he's like, "Ooh, no one wants to go here, but there's a portal here, so I gotta go." But it's really cool because I know nothing about that part of the world, and it's just cool to see. So, well done, Agent. It's a fun watch, so go ahead and check that one out.
Yeah, and doing a solo mission, getting that much MU, covering that much area solo. There was a, he had someone driving with him, and someone helped him out to do an extra field at the end to get that top part. But pretty much solo mission, I would say, 99%. So incredible job.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Also, we have the investigation going on. If you've been doing the Investigate Ingress with all the redacted reports, there is now a place to put in your answers. What did you decide were the answers for the report? There's a link. We'll link to it in the show notes down below if you want to submit it. If you haven't seen the link already, I've started on mine. I have the first one done. I still have the other 8, 9 to do. So I'll get through that hopefully before the time runs out.
Nice. Murder at the NIA.
That sounds like a song.
I know.
Doing a song?
Like Dr. Dre or something?
Murder with a case.
Like Snoop Dogg or something? Okay, and and this one was really cool. We got some awesome field art that was posted on G+. This is some Krug art. Yeah, some agents in Melbourne, Australia, are made some Andrew Krug art. It's like Andrew Krug's head, like big old beard and everything. It's freaking epic. And there it is. They made it for the NL 1331 event. And it's pretty cool. I mean, it looks a little weird and creepy. It's like, oh my God, he's looking at us.
They should have done some Kruger blades up there next to it.
Kruger blades. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Well done, sirs and ma'ams. Well done.
Ma'ams and sirs and ma'ams. That is what we like to call the end of the sit rep. So it's time for...
What's in the capsule?
I'll tell you what's in the capsule.
You tell us what is in the capsule.
All right, let's see. Let me pull out the... Oh, there's a shiny little Bitcoin. A shiny Bitcoin in there. Too bad it's only worth 9,000. Maybe it'll go up in price.
It's probably 8,000 by the end of the show.
Oh, God, I think so. It's dropping, folks. This is, of course, the segment where we talk about what we want to see added. Cool additions, cool ideas, bad ideas, good and bad, bad and good. So let us start with Agent GoonieGuy's good or bad idea.
It's bad. It's horrific. It will make your children cry and scream and run for the hills.
Yay!
And their Pokemon Go Plus, if they got one for Pokemon Go and now no longer play and need to use it. I think they should let you use it to hack portals in Ingress.
Oh.
So dual use. And then people may go buy it to play Ingress with.
Right? Okay, so a little dual use action. I guess since it has hooks into the Unreal Engine, is that the engine they're using? Right? Unreal?
Unity?
Or Unity engine. So I guess it would make more sense to have a Niantic button or something like that could go both ways since they're using the same engine or are about to use the same engine for both products or both games. So that's cool. All right. So less buttons to hang off you. Like you got one for Harry Potter, and you got like all these little buttons, and you're like hitting them all at the same time. You're like hitting the wrong ones, wrong sequence. Things are blowing up. Accounts are getting deleted or banned, and it's like, oh, I had too many buttons. Niantic, just give me one. Just give me one button. So I have this week here is I would like to see a recharging or UI improvement on recharging. So I'm an Ovid recharger, and I would like to see it easier to recharge while using Power Cube. So currently, if you want to recharge something, you're out of XM, and then you have to go to Ops, and then you have to go to you have to find your inventory. You have to find the keys, and your Power Cubes, and then you click it, and then you have to click use, and then you wait for it to charge, and then you have to go back. And like, if you want to do more than one, you have to go back and do that
recycle.
It's like, oh God. So, I guess you could recycle some stuff, but that's not really very efficient.
No, I mean recycle cubes if you need to fill up.
Recycle cubes?
Yeah, because it gives you the XM for the cube. So if you recycle 3 4s, you'll get 12,000 instead of 4,000, right?
Wait, recycling a cube will actually use the cube?
Yeah.
Really?
And so
how come no one told you this all these years?
I'm telling you right now.
Okay, let me try this. I have no XM. I'm going to recycle 3 level 5s. Confirm. And it says value 15,000. You're right. Boom. I got it.
Will tell you if you're going over your max too. So like if you tried to do 4, it would go, this will overfill your XM tank, so you know to back down one.
Well, I didn't know that. Wow, it's really weird. Like years into the game, you would think that you would kind of know, like at some point somebody would have mentioned it or you would try it. But
I think you get used to like how you play the game, and then they add in a feature at some point, and they don't really make a big announcement about some things, right? So if you're not looking at like the whatever, and I kind of I stopped for a bit and came back, so I had to like relearn some stuff, and so there's probably some stuff that I saw in the new stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that helps me out big time because, I'm always having to do a couple of level 5s or 4s or certainly level 1s. I want to just get rid of all of them at once. So, what I was going to say, actually, that already improves the game. And I'm glad I said that because you got to give that tip out. So, I was thinking, while you're recharging something, like you're holding or long pressing on recharge, if somehow there would be an option where you could slide up or slide down, or maybe a little icon of a cube or something nearby where basically you don't have to leave that screen. And I don't know if that's making it too easy for people to like portal battle and stuff like that. But, being able to recharge and then using a cube right there in that same interface and then continue to recharge would be really cool. But then again, I don't know if that's making the game too easy for, battles and certainly anomalies and stuff like that. But,
and I think people using them is, I don't know. I think that's okay. I think maybe sometimes it should be harder to take a portal. And if someone's sitting there and they're willing to burn their cubes on it to like hold it, I don't really see a problem with that. I think it's already hard enough to kind of hold it just because of lag, and you've got to like basically go resonator by resonator if you really want to hold, a portal. Like if you sit there and try to recharge the whole portal at one time, you're just going to not get it in time, because by the time you see that you need to recharge it, it's too late. They've already taken it. So you've got to kind of do one reso at a time, so you're catching them as they fall. And so, yeah, I definitely could. That would be a great idea, to have some way to just swipe one way, see the cubes, and use them just like when you're throwing bursters, right? You can just slide over and power up your XM before you get the scrambled signals. So why not have it when you're recharging too?
Yeah.
I agree.
So, and we'll see. We'll have a whole slew of new, ideas for a game after we get the new, Prime. But these are like things that would be nice to just slip in there now while you still are developing. If you're listening out there,
slip it in. Just slip it in right now.
Slip it on in. Speaking of slipping, we got a Redditor here, Joel Finkel, who had an idea for what's in the capsule. This is Portal Mutator. Sounds cool, doesn't it? Okay, here it is. How about a weapon that randomizes the mods on a portal? Already, this is really cool. There should be a modest chance, maybe 1 in 4, that each mod will change. And if they do, it will be to another in the same class. So shields could change from common to rare, very rare, Aegis. Link amps from rare to VR, blah, blah, blah. Same with multi-hacks and syncs and stuff like that. He said, I can see them used on friendly portals to boost the mods on a poorly planned portal, and on enemy portals to try to nudge that Aegis shield down to poison, or poison and ITO Enlighten Farm. What? This is obviously a resistance guy. I'd consider a once an hour limit on them, similar to the flip cards. Pretty cool. That's crazy though, wouldn't it be? So it's random. So you could be hurting or boosting. You really don't know.
Yeah, that's some cray.
That is. It's pretty weird. I don't know. It sounds fun. It doesn't sound that too useful, really, but it sounds like you just want to mix it up.
And I don't know if we've talked about that before, but on mods itself, it seems like there needs to be some way to upgrade the slots. If you come to a portal and it's got just a common shield on there and you want to upgrade it, like you can't. You can add if there's a slot, but I mean, what if they had their like own power levels? So it's like you got a common, you can upgrade it by throwing 2 more commons on it and it'll upgrade it to the next level, and then or something like that, or even just being able to replace it with a higher one, something like that. Would be helpful, I think, even if it used your slot.
Right. Yeah. I like that too. I mean, it just gives you more things at the end of the day. It gives you more options when you're playing. It's just like, I don't know, just more meat. I like more meat.
Well, and it's like we've had some people locally that, they were getting mad at someone because they were putting common shields on everything. But I mean, that's what you do when you're trying to get rid of them and you need to get a little AP. It's like, these aren't holding anything. The whole point is for them to come take it again anyway. So like, what? So I should just throw them away is what you're telling me. Don't use the common shields.
Never use them ever.
Ridiculous. Okay. So we also have one here from Agent Killed by Burrito. This is a resistance player who says they should make when 2.0 comes out, you should be able to hack a portal if you are item capped. So
okay. So yeah, I mean that's always been a really kind of a buzzkill. Really, it's like, oh yeah, you're super excited, and you're the one guy in the car that's stuck managing and like throwing stuff away, and like it's all like I don't know, like you're all stressed out, or at least I am, and it's like, what should I throw away? What should I don't know. It's and especially when you're going on some sort of a mission and you're just collecting keys or maybe trying to get your unique badge, unique hack badge or something like that, and it's just like puts the lock down, just can't hack anymore. I would like to see something there too, but then I don't want to see an unlimited inventory because somebody's going to have like 1 million bursters and it's going to be really stupid. But I don't know. Some kind of
now I've seen some games do different things for that, so you don't lose stuff. Like when you kill a mob and you out of inventory, they'll mail it to you, or you have basically like a temp storage that's like until the next time you go to a shop or a bank or something. But it has a max capacity too, so it's basically just extra slots that it's like getting the E light in your car when you're low on gas, right? Eventually you're going to be out of gas and out of space that way. And like you said, if you didn't have anything, that's basically unlimited inventory, or you could screw someone up because they're hacking all day long and then they need to do something that's important. And it's like, oh, I can't do this until I clear up my inventory and get down under the level. And now I've got so much I've got to, that you could cause other issues. So
yeah, like I remember
there.
back when I cared about the Sojourner badge, I would pass by one portal, and I only have one chance to hack, and then if I do that hack, and then I go, oh dang, it didn't take it because I'm full, and I'm like already past I've like already driven past the portal, and I'm like, now it just really sets you back, Plus, if you're working on your hacker badge, which is just basically hacking portals, you could still work on that driving through downtown and not care. How about if they just, instead of giving you items, they just show you the items that you would have got, right? They go, you didn't get any, or just say hacking. What is that message? Hacking.
No items acquired, but
no items. Right, no items acquired or whatever.
But you still got that hack.
Yeah,
so it counts towards badges, and that may be what Killed by Burrito meant by that.
Oh, okay, yeah,
they didn't say and get extra items or something.
Right.
So just being able to hack it, and Finny McFinger in chat actually says the same thing. It would be nice to hack for points, uniques, and just forego items if you are capped, and that makes complete sense.
Yeah,
that's exactly.
Okay. That's what needs to go down.
And Rise and Burn, hack acquired no items.
Hack acquired no items. That's the message. Yeah. So yeah, we figured it out. We just had to work it through, but that's what they should do.
Took us half an hour. No problem. We all got time.
We got it.
Nothing like time here.
We have another one here from a Redditor named Corinthian. So make link amps not worthless. Give them a +1 link attribute. So sometimes we just need that one more link after we've maxed it out, but don't want to waste a whole SoftBank on it. What better way to make link amps not completely useless? So sure, just add one single additional outbound link. I'd be down. I'd be down for making link amps anything additionally to what they are right now, because those are the things that you can throw around town and people are like, dude. Matter
of fact, I would almost want them just to, because change that, because really that's what you want more is links than distance. And let the SoftBank rare ones be for when you need distance.
Yeah. Right? I'd be down. Mm-hmm. So,
love it. Great job.
Totally. All right, then. I guess let's get on out of there and into... Is that
Comms,
something
I'm trying to
coming
get you
over?
on the comms.
Is that something coming over comms? I think I hear a message. I can't quite.
Acquired no items.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a inventory that's too full.
Son of a gun! I gotta throw away some of my level 1 bursters.
All right. So here in comms,
Got
we
some
have
interesting things.
lots of little comments and things and tips and questions and answers and songs and poems.
We
Do
got
we have any
songs and
poems?
We can make one.
No, maybe we don't. Okay. Well,
Oh,
maybe
to
next time.
the Agent Soho. But we did get this.
Oh, okay.
We got
Let's see some redaction.
Yeah, we got our own redacted letter. And this was sent to us in our email. So it's very odd. I don't know what it is, who it's from. The source is redacted. And it's to the Agent Academy, to Agent GoonieGuy and Agent Soho for public release, mission days, and Ingress Prime. Just got wind of something minor, but it may point to the release window of Ingress Prime. The NIA has closed the submission form for mission days and won't accept new ones until after the release of Prime. The last currently announced mission day will happen on the 26th of May. During the same time, Camp Navarro is running 24th through the 27th. Given that the agents who visited Navarro last year saw Prime screenshots, it stands to reason that this year, agents will most likely see the finished product, with it releasing right after Navarro. Now, take that with a grain of salt, because that is just my train of thought. So you did get a poem, and it rhymed at least. But, oh well, who knows? SP, end message, link destroyed.
Wow, that's awesome.
So there's absolutely nothing official. This was sent in by a listener, so I'd love seeing like the redacted messages, though. So thanks for sending that in and making that. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's totally awesome. I love it. So that's a great insight too, because who was it? Colin last week. He was saying that he predicted when the weather changes. You know, it's kind of obvious. It's like it's too cold right now. I mean, change the weather and everybody wants to get out and everything. So first of all, Niantic has to change the weather, and then after they figured that out, then they can put Prime out. It's very simple.
Yeah, weather change.
Weather change, and Camp Navarro is the perfect time for it because that's right in there. When is that again? Is that in May?
24th through 27th. Is that?
Yeah, 24th, 27th. So it happened on 26th of May. The last currently announced MD will happen on 26th. Wait, what is MD? Oh, Mission Day. Right. Okay. So somewhere around there, 24th to 27th. You heard it here first.
And my guess is, and it is just a guess, no one told me something secretly, maybe, no, is that they will release the beta at Navarro. They told the last people at Navarro that they would get into beta, and I think it stands to reason they'd be like, look, here's the beta, we're getting y'all in, and maybe another round of people coming soon after that, and then hopefully a couple more weeks if everything goes well in that beta released, or start adding people in slowly to the beta. Like I don't, if it's the same game and it's using the same database, then there probably won't be an issue besides people being PO'd that they're not in it yet, to just start adding people as possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cool. Things to look forward to. What's on the next com?
So we also got a spreadsheet, and we'll link to this in the show notes with all the other things. We got this from Agent I Am Das Boot. It is an Ingress tracker. It's a public thing, and this isn't like a scraper tracker. Like this is just a Google spreadsheet that is a way to kind of update your information and inventory keys, progression, gear charts, and get some other info after you put in the details. And there's scripts that go along with it to help do that.
Oh, wow. That's really in depth. Yeah. Make sure you check out this link in the description. Wow. That's a lot of work went into that. It's cool.
Yeah, and I still haven't done it because I want to see what it actually does, like what you actually have to do. And I'm always leery about just starting scripts that I don't know what they do, that were just handed to me over the internet.
Right.
This is public. Use this. Okay, where'd my computer go? So we also got some YouTube comments here. The first two are from Agent Viscuum. I don't want to mispronounce that one. Tips for providing, and this is on the YouTube episode from last week, where we had a Morse code injected a couple times, and I think this is what this is referring to. Tips for providing audio passcode clues. Shut up! So maybe they didn't like it so much. So sorry, we will try new things in the future.
Was it because we were talking over the code?
Oh, maybe that was purposeful.
Yeah, it was purposeful. It was a difficulty level. We ranked it. We upped it a little bit. But
now, just to throw you even more, it wasn't just an audio clue. There was a visual. I just changed the way you say that word. There was a visual clue to it as well.
There was?
Yes.
Last week?
Yes, the Morse code was actually displayed within one of the video clips.
Ah.
Yeah.
You put that. I didn't even know that. Sometimes
I hid it from you, sir.
Sometimes you don't know everything, just like the government. You only tell who needs to know, and I didn't need to know that, so I wasn't told about that, or else he would have had to kill me. So
yeah.
And he'd be
some
like,
weeks we won't have clues. We won't have passcodes. We only have a finite amount at this time until Circle K starts working again. Then we'll be able to get more. Should
we forego our secret passcode in this episode and really hit him with a hard next week?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so don't worry about looking in this one, but oh boy, next week you might just not even get it at all. It's gonna take some planning anyway. But yes. Okay. So he also said some other stuff.
Yeah. Also said, my brain's not smart, so I'll build a brain that is. That would be quite an achievement. I'd let that person hunt my guardians. Fact is, maybe 1 in 1,000 users of these databases could write a single line of code. They're a bunch of bullies running around with someone else's system information thinking that they're top stuff, all in the name of harassment and griefing people. I've seen enough arguments made in defense of scraped data, and even if true, it's stupidly obvious that the majority of players with access to the data are guardian hunting self-imposed heroes. Great show, folks.
Nice. Okay.
So I think we have another one on data too, if you want to read that.
From Kenny Blankenship. Here's another take on using one's own data. If I create my own data and automate it or query a database, I am using my own skill sets to create an advantage. This is no different than if I own a faster vehicle than another agent, or if I can run faster than another agent. As long as I am not scraping the comms, I am using my own abilities and data. Right? See, so
it's a fine line, I think, because not only in the TOS is it about scraping, it's also indexing. Yeah. So where does the data that you are keeping and gathering, when is it considering being indexed? I mean, now that data is in a database, I mean, it's
right.
I mean, it's like getting down to the definition of indexing, getting down to the definition of, spoofing and scraping, and it's like, where does it stop and where you just go? I don't know. I get it. Like if you do the work, the data work yourself, you should be able to manipulate that data however you want. But
it's bringing it back. You're right. Like the indexing, because we can't just put infinite amount of data into a human brain and just recall it like that. There's just no, like, you can't search upon the data in your brain. Sure, you can go, what is my name? Oh yeah, I know that. Where do I live? Oh, I know that. But all of the facts that were told to you by another 5-year-old when you were 5 years old, can you remember the whole conversation that you had with a 5-year-old, like in kindergarten on your first day at school? No, you can't index that. Even though it was actually raw data that was organic at the time, and you're free to have that data, but to call it back, that's kind of like inhuman. Like, no one can do that. You know what I mean? So, and I think that's the part that's the gray area. It's like, well, being able to recall memories like 100% precisely is not really something we can do. So therefore, it's cheating. You know.
And I think the reason it's part of the TOS isn't even like a cheating reason. I think it's purely Niantic doesn't want people storing that data, you know, and I think maybe the indexing, I don't know. It's like, I think as long as you're not getting towards stuff that's doxing people and finding, like, trying to figure out where they work and where they live and weird things like that. I don't know where that line is. And I think that's really what it comes down to is Ingress. Niantic needs to define those lines a little better on some of those things and make it, if you pick up the game and play it, how many people actually go through and read every line of that TOS before you hit accept and start playing? They kind of need to shine a light on it. And maybe they are with some of the stuff coming up. So I don't know. Just don't cheat. Like, I don't know. It's like, I'm almost sick of talking about this stuff. But I'm still interested in kind of just the theories of, like, well, what is cheating? But I don't want people to think that I'm trying to condone it either, or condone trying to bend the rules or anything like that.
Well, like anything else, the more we talk about it and think about it and provide different angles, the more we'll understand it and be able to define it. So I think we're on the right track.
And I think people will, they'll let us know in the comments below. You're two morons. Indexing stuff means putting it on an index card, a 3x5, and storing that in your butt kiss. That's indexing. Well, I didn't know, so let me know.
That's his unique angle. So sure, throw that in the pile and we'll process it just like all the other data.
Stick it in that unique angle.
Right, the butt kiss. All right, so we got another com here, another com.
Alex Higgins, we know that dude.
Yeah,
love this show, and this guy is classic. This is of course talking about Colin from last week. Learned much from him, and actually his Ingression channel and title was what gave me the idea to make Ingress music. Which have you ever heard?
Yeah, he has an album. He does Ingress related music. We probably played a song on an earlier episode, but he's on SoundCloud. So check it out. Got another comment here from Robin Backus. Anyway, Robin, I already hacked 2 quantum capsules. So lucky.
Liar.
So there we go again. We don't really have any real proof of this happening, but I do know quantum capsules are growing again. They kind of stopped or slowed down for a while. I have 5 of them in my inventory, and they're all just pumping out gear like left and right. So I know that for sure because I'm not lying to anybody, but that's true. But I haven't hacked any. I sure haven't done that, and I've done a lot of hacking. I do a lot of hacking. I mean, a lot of hacking.
I was just pulling up stuff to see if by any chance I had hacked new one, and I don't see one.
Yeah.
But I do need to implement some of these. Should probably do this after the show, right? Inventory management.
Well, here's another one from Udi. Udi Terran. Thanks for 100. Oh, this is the one who cracked last week's code. Thanks for 100 AP. 100 XM, 3R8, 3X8, and C8. Well, you're welcome. And nice crack in there. Nice crack-a-lackin'.
So that's a decent little passcode there, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Got a Twitter comment
This one's,
oh, you go ahead.
This one's from at Bolay _ I need to say that I discovered at Agent Academy work yesterday and became a huge fan already. Hoping that you guys keep doing this awesome job for a very long time. #Ingress. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks.
Keep
Thanks
listening and submitting stuff, and we'll do it until y'all are sick of us.
And he'll keep calling you Bolay.
Is that wrong?
I don't know. It could be Bullet, but I don't know. Bullet sounds weird.
Bold TT _
All right. Got some Facebook comments too. Got from Time to Move. Great name. I think we say that each week. Time to Move. Here's a tip for iPhone and animations. Oh, yeah. Slow animations, right? Everybody loves them. As you know, iPhone users don't have a back button to escape animations like Android phones do. However, as soon as you make a field during the animation, click Ops and use any power cube. If you use a cube, the animation stops. That's weird. So you're having to deplete your cubes just to speed up the... That's interesting. Hey, if it works, it works, but it's weird.
We'll have to try it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I'll have to try it.
Yeah, you'll have to try it, yeah.
I'd probably screw up and be like, I've spent like 40 cubes. We got it to work yet.
Yeah.
Well, those are some great comments and submissions this week. Thank you all so much for sending them in. We definitely appreciate it. We are trying to get a certain what would you say, view subscribers. Like,
yeah,
have we mentioned this at all?
No, I don't think we did.
So on YouTube, they're doing a thing where they're pulling monetization from any channels that don't have 4,000 hours of viewed content or 1,000 subs. And our channel's only been here for 2 months. Yep. So to get that in the last 12 months for one channel might be difficult. We're almost there, even with just a couple months. But if we don't get it by February 20th, they will basically pull our monetization, which it's not like, we make like $20 a month. So it's not like the money's a huge thing. The thing that sucks is that we'll have to go through like a review process again once we get those stuff. And that's just a pain in the butt. Plus, we may lose some of the features we get for being YouTube monetized, like cards and live streaming and stuff on there, even though we don't use it. But so if you could go to YouTube, watch a video or 2,000. I mean, we're close. We only need like 30 more subs to get the 1,000 subs and like 40,000 more minutes of watch time, I think. So,
one of the little things that you can do is you can, if you really want to help us out, which would be awesome, you can before you go to bed tonight, just play a playlist, one of our
the podcast playlist.
Yeah, a podcast playlist, because those are really long, and just let your computer go, and that would help us out generously. We're not, you don't have to do that, but that would pretty much push us over the edge, and we could make that happen. But
does that get us banned from YouTube? Asking people to do that?
Nah.
Okay.
The one thing they don't like you doing is talking about how much money you make from YouTube. Isn't that weird?
Oops.
Other than that, they don't give a crap
what you do. That is not how much. we actually don't make anything from YouTube.
You always see those YouTube videos, like some rich like 17-year-old driving a Ferrari or something, and it's like, how much money do I make? And then you watch the video and he doesn't say it. He can't say it. If you say it, you get like banned. Like they'll take away your monetization. It's weird. Anyway, go check it out if you don't believe me. So that's it for the show, and that was a good one. And I learned how to maximize my power cube consumption, so I'm excited about that.
Well, that's good. I learned how to not do Morse code during shows in the future.
Yeah. Oh, and next week you're gonna learn how to survive in prison.
I can't wait.
All right. Or you can pay. You could pay that speeding bill. I don't know. Either way.
I'm going to sneak my phone into there in my butt kiss so that I can play Ingress if there's a portal close by.
Hey-o.
That's the
All
goal.
right.
So anyway,
cool.
leave us a review on iTunes if whether it's good or bad. Just leave it and let us know how we're doing. People like reading those, so they'll subscribe and come listen, and then hopefully submit more content to tell us what we're stupid about and how to index stuff on carts. And tweet us at Agent Academy. Join the Telegram channel at Agent Academy. YouTube at Agent Academy. Call us, speakpipe.com/Agent Academy. And have an awesome week. Get out there and move like you want to groove and ride down the Louvre in the Louvre.
Yeah, you're on a roll.
That doesn't rhyme.
Close enough. All right. See you next week.
Bye.